course, if you're a Christian, a word of warning. If America pulls the plug on Israel, God will pull the plug on us.
Wow. Can you imagine that? Well, hello, and thank you for tuning in to our broadcast. This is Vincent Rhodes. I'm actually looking at something very incredible. If we pull the plug on Israel, according to Senator Lindsey Graham. And so anyway, I wanted to talk about that today. I wonder if you think that America is actually being blessed or going to be cursed because of Israel. It just seems like America is not going in the right direction when it comes down to Israel. In the contrast, right now, we are witnessing people in Gaza, men, women, and children being starved to death.
According to an Israeli security official, the shift comes as the humanitarian crisis in Gaza deepens by the day. Images like this illustrate the growing desperation for hungry Palestinians. The health ministry there says dozens have died from starvation and malnutrition just this week. And though ceasefire talks are ongoing, there's no end in sight for the people of Gaza.
And America is not just an innocent bystander, but we are participating in this whole thing by our tax dollars, our weapons, and our political coverage, and helping to inflict this suffering on people. So again, as we look at this, it seems to be a false narrative. Again, Senator Lindsey Graham, a Christian, and also a senator. A lot of times what we used to think is that when we get a Christian in office, then things will get better. But it seems to be getting worse when it comes down to it, because we have people who are on the side of Israel as opposed to on the side of Jesus Christ. It's just really amazing and quite stunning to look at and see this whole thing happening. Anyway, I'm tempted to even go back a couple of years, guys, to Obama's day. And when Obama was coming into office, remember, he had a pastor who got in quite a bit of trouble by saying that God was going to damn America because America was so wicked. Let's go back and let's listen to what he had to say, because what he said was pretty shocking. And at the same time, and you know, when you think about it, you just naturally want to reject it. And I'm not actually saying that he's right on this, but just listen to what he has to say about this whole thing and tell me what you have thoughts.
No, not God bless America, God damn America. That's in the Bible, for killing innocent people. God damn America for treating her citizens as less than human. God damn America as long as she tries to act like she is God and she is supreme.
Oh boy. Well, he was really speaking from a perspective that is totally different than most people would want to even say, right? And obviously we definitely don't want God to damn America. But when you think about this whole thing, should we, however, be people that are blind to what is happening in Gaza because Israel is more preferred than the people of Gaza? America. Look at what's going on in America right now. Both sides of the aisle live in Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, standing ovation. I don't know, guys. Can you stand it? Just think about what's going on in America. You know, we have poverty on the streets. We have crime on the streets, and all sorts of things right now. According to the news, we can see poverty and crime all over the place. And we have a very very diverse country now that is totally different than what we had in the past. So much is happening. So much is happening.
People are just robbing each other. They're stealing out of houses. First, we had an explosion down on Primrose. Now we have one up here.
Just blocks away, flames ripped through 5 homes. That fire spread after crews couldn't get enough water out of a hydrant.
So much crime. It almost looks like a third world country that America is really in trouble. You can't tell the difference between America and, a blessing or a cursed nation, So when we look at all of these things, we can see that America is in trouble, right? And so that's what I wanted to talk to you again today about. How do we get back to where God wants us to be? Well, Jesus said, blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness. They are poor. They are in need. These are the people that need help. And so obviously that's what God wants us to do. He wants us to be peacemakers. He wants us to be loving. He wants us to be kind and generous to people. Anyway, you let me know what you think. Again, I was just reading this article and I just thought it was amazing that we live in a time now where people are hypocritical when it comes down to the things that we're doing as Americans, especially the Republican Party and even the Democrats. You can see that it's all about serving self and serving our interests. And I imagine that's why both sides of the aisle were clapping hands like a bunch of puppets, paid puppets, as it is, right? So as we look at this whole thing, we're actually seeing the Antichrist spirit rising in America. We can see that from what we are seeing through this Zionist perspective. You let me know what you think. Anyway, I'm going to get out of your way. I just wanted to share this with you today. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. God bless.